All right, so today we're continuing with surface area, and we have total and lateral surface area mixed in. So we're going to go ahead and find our shapes. So our lateral faces, remember that is not the bases. So when we look at this shape, our lateral faces would be here, 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 and here, right? What shape is that? Right, those are rectangles. You have 4 small rectangles, or you can create one large rectangle, right? Oh, let me... Or you can create one large rectangle. All right. So since we have one large rectangle, we need to go ahead and find our measurement. So we know that this side here is 10. We need to go ahead and find this side here. Well, it needs to be the whole side. But we know that from here to here it's 5. And then from here to here it's 2. And then you have 5 again and 2. So that means you have to add each of those numbers to get this whole side. So you have to do 2 plus 5. Whoops, not times. 7, and then 2 plus 5 again, 7. And so then 7 plus 7, or 7 times 2, is 14. Okay? So that means this long side is 14. So that means you have a rectangle that's 10 by 14. So since we have a rectangle, we have to find our formula for area of a rectangle. So what formula is that? That is correct. If you said A equals base times height, yes. So now we're going to substitute our values. What's our base? 14, and your height is 10. Okay. So remember that when you have a formula and you're substituting your numbers, that means you're multiplying. You're doing 14 times 10. What does that equal? Okay. I'm not going to multiply that for you. You should be able to multiply that. Okay. And now we need our faces, or to do the total surface area. So what shape are our faces? So let's look. What shape is this? A rectangle as well. So we're going to go ahead and use the same formula. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and substitute. And that rectangle is going to be the same as this one. Okay. So our base is what? 5. That is correct. And our height is 2. That's correct. So you're going to go ahead and multiply that. And for this one, you have 2 of those triangles. So what do you have to do when you multiply these 2? That's 10. That's correct. Okay, but that's the area for just one, and you have 2. So if you said you have to multiply times 2, you are correct. So 10 times 2 is 20. So you're going to take this 20 and add it to whatever answer you get for 10 times 14. And that's going to be your total surface area. Okay? Then you have you do example 2. You're doing that one on your own. Then you have we do example 3. We do example 3, and we're going to go ahead and solve that one. So the first one was a prism. This is a pyramid. After this we do, you have you do. So which one of these is our base? That's right. The center triangle is our base. Okay. So we're going to need our formula for area of a triangle. So what is that? Look on your reference chart. And then your lateral faces are what? Triangles as well. So again, you're going to need your formula for area of a triangle. What shape do we have? And that's correct. Our formula is 1/2 base times height. Okay. And remember, these are your faces. and then this is your base. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and substitute. Our base for our triangle is going to be 6. It's an equilateral triangle. And our height is 12 because that's the measurement from the bottom of the triangle to the very top point. Okay. And it looks like our faces are going to be the same. Triangle. So essentially we can just solve this once and then multiply by 4. So you're going to go ahead and do half of 6. What's half of 6? 3. And so 3 times 12. And then whatever you get there, remember you have to multiply that by 4 because you have 4 triangles. Now here that I have the base and the faces labeled separately, but they're the same shape. So you just need to find 3 times 12 and then multiply times 4, and that is your total surface area. Okay. For this one, you're going to do the same thing. A equals 3 times 12. And you're going to multiply times 3 because it is your lateral surface area. Okay. So whatever you get, so think about it as 2 problems. Total surface area and lateral surface area. Okay. So total is all of them. Lateral is just the faces. So we only have 3 faces, so it would be times 3. Total is everything, so you have to do times 4. Okay. All right. If you need more help, raise your hand. This is your you-do, so you're going to, again, do it the same. Only thing here, it's a little bit different because you have your base, and your base is what shape? A square. So that means you're going to use A equals base times height. And then for your lateral faces, you're going to use A equals 1/2 base times height. Okay? And how many of those do you have? 4. So you're going to have to multiply by 4. Okay? All right, go ahead and finish that up, and then you'll move on to your practice.